Sitting at the large oak table in Malfoy Manor, where the Death Eaters met years ago, Borgin gawks at the decor. He slides his fingers through his oily hair and politely waits as I enter the room. Borgin stands and bows as I pull my chair out across the table. Greeting me pleasantly, he takes a deep breath and delves into the usual business of his store, Borgin and Burkes. Over the years, he has acquired impressive artifacts, such as the Hand of Glory, Slytherin's Locket, and a cursed necklace. The memory of obtaining Slytherin's Locket shakes him. Borgin's partner Burke sold it to Hepzibah Smith and hired a then-named Tom Riddle. Unbeknownst to him, Voldemort murdered Hepzibah and stole the locket. As he reminisces, Borgin's eyes remained locked on the floor. He only looks up when I inquire about the new objects. A smile appears on his face, and he reveals that he is in possession of the Resurrection Stone. My incredulity surpasses his credibility, so I press him on the details of this rock. He then fully describes how he obtained the stone from a cell from none other than the Chosen One's son, James Potter II. The boy, following his father's footsteps, got in trouble at school and was sentenced to aid friends in the Forbidden Forest. Running late, he steps on a stone that catches his eye. Borgin explains how James had a gut feeling it was much more than a rock. He then brings it to Borgin and Burkes, where Borgin performs several spells to ensure its authenticity. Recognizing it to be the true Resurrection Stone, he cheats James and gives him a mere 10 galleons. However, Borgin feels a sense of remorse as the boy was so intrigued with him in his store. Borgin watched the boy for hours as he looked at each object present in the store. After this initial encounter, Borgin decides to teach the boy advanced skills. He has an extensive knowledge of the dark arts, having dealt with these items and people for years. Borgin passes this information on to James Potter II, but not without personal advantages. The young child's ability to produce a full Patronus captivates passerbys and influences them to enter the store. Borgin utilizes James's interest in the shop as a form of advertisement. However, he still very much enjoys the boy's company and his idolization of him. As Borgin finishes his explanation of his mentorship with James Potter, he takes another deep breath and his expression grows stern. He conveys how he believes James to be the next great wizard. James will restore the ancestral lineage order to its historical hierarchy. It was difficult for him to see mudbloods and half-bloods overtake institutions, such as the Ministry of Magic and Hogwarts. He longs to live in a world dominated once again by the purebloods. By teaching James, Borgin slowly encourages a pureblood mindset. Borgin's views on pureblood supremacy serve as the reason to Borgin's persuasion. He strongly believes that purebloods are superior to all else in the wizarding world and in reality. Borgin moves his hand to his heart and describes how the wizarding world is on the verge of another revolution. Although not as violent or ruthless, he sees James as the key to maintaining the hierarchy. Borgin, living a life in solitude, finally has the power to impress his beliefs onto another wizard. In his mind, James Potter will, without a doubt, be the one to restore pureblood supremacy. Borgin's perspectives of re-establishment may be supported by many other individuals, yet are people willing to endure another wizarding war for the sake of hierarchy? Only time will tell.